Welcome back to the Mad Spideyverse. I'm Mad Spidey, and thank you once again for tuning into my channel. It is time for another one of my artist series. I know a lot of people do love my artist series. It's one of their favorite things of my channel. So I thought, I haven't done one in about 2 weeks, week and a half, 2 weeks. I thought, let's keep going. Let's do another one. So I don't know what episode I'm up to. Maybe 31, 32, somewhere around that. But, you know, who's keeping track? Well, technically I am, because I put it in the description. But, yeah, it's all good. So today I'm going to be focusing on an artist that has been around for a while. This was actually my first ever at-home commission. So I started my journey in, I think it was about 2010, 2011, somewhere around there. But I was mainly getting convention sketches. But I actually was able to find out about at-home commissions. So I didn't know, as I was very fresh to the game, didn't know anything about, at-home commissions. What does that mean? Basically meaning, getting contact with an artist or a rep or somebody like that. Like I generally try and go direct to the artist themselves. But quite often, they're rep by somebody and that's the only way to get in contact with them. But yeah, this was my first ever at-home commission. I used to be part of, when I was collecting my Bowen statues, I was actually part of one of the forum groups that was, mainly done for like the Bowen statues and things like that, but all sorts of collectibles, but it was pretty much started as a statue forum. But they had a few other sections of like, comic books and, original art and things like that. And I just started having a look, and then I was actually became friends with a good mate of mine now, Byron, who was good friends with this particular artist. And pretty much, I think he was, he might have, lived locally or something like that, and we'd bump into him at his local comic shop, became good friends with him, and he sort of started saying, look, I can, take 10 slots for this particular artist, and I'll organise it and I'll ship it out and do all that sort of stuff. And now he actually technically reps him. So, but the artist in question that I'm talking about today is Tom Grummett. Now, if you know the name Tom Grummett, he is mainly known for his DC work, actually. So he's done pretty much anything and everything that's in DC. He's done Superman, he's done Batman, he's done Justice League, he's done Flash, he's done Green Lantern, he's done Titans. He's pretty much done it all in some way, shape or form. He has worked for some of the independents like Image and things like that. He's worked for Marvel. He's done some X-Men books and some Avengers books and a few other bits and pieces for Marvel. But obviously he's mainly known for his DC work and especially his Superman stuff. So yeah, I pretty much, my first experience, at-home commission, pretty much as I said, my friend Byron would say, okay, well, look, we've got X amount of slots. This is the price list. This is how it works. So I sort of, just read through all the details, asked a few, friends that helped me get into this particular hobby and said, yep, he's a good guy. You can definitely trust him and things like that. And, this is how basically, they also, sort of told me how at-home commissions worked. So I thought, let's give it a try. This was organised back in 2011. So yeah, very like in literally my first year and a half, of just, trying to get original art. And, I didn't receive it until 2012. So still very early in my journey. And, being me, I'm like, I think they were all done at 11 by 17. You could either get pencil, ink, or color, one figure, more figures or anything like that. Background, no background, stuff like that. So I'm just like, let's go the whole thing. I went pencil, ink, and color. I went instead of a full figure with full background, I went 2 figures with full background, and as I said, in color, and this is the end result. So obviously I started off early, even though I said, you know, I'd pick characters that were, you know, for the particular artist. But at that time when I first started, I was mainly getting sort of Spidey stuff. If I didn't really, because obviously I looked at his body of work at the time and it was like it was mainly DC, so I'm like, you know, I'll just get Spider-Man. And then I'm like, oh, I'll get a second character. It's not that much extra for a second character. So who's my second favorite character that's out of the Spideyverse? And that was Wolverine. So 11 by 17, pencil, ink, color, full background, Spider-Man and Wolverine. And there he is. So he's got a very, very classic, very traditional sort of style. Still his own style, but it's, yeah, I call it traditional sort of style that you'll you know, sort of see his work and or see the artist's work, and you not necessarily can pick exactly who it is. But yeah, they don't have that sort of, you know, sometimes some artists have, you know, a certain flair or a certain style that you can pick straight away that's totally non-traditional, like i.e. Scotty Young sort of thing. You know, you see him with the chibi stuff and things like that, and that's his style. But yeah, it's definitely one of my most prized possessions, not necessarily because he's a massive named artist. Obviously, yes, he's done a big body of work, he's been around for a long time, but more the fact that it was my first ever at-home commission. But yeah, give you a closer look. Yeah, very, very cool. Like I sort of said like a Spidey and Wolverine team up. It almost looks like Wolverine's about to attack him, but it is a team up piece. As you can see, there's his, even did his signature in the year and color as well. Yeah, very, very cool piece, and definitely one that has a special special place in my heart, especially at the, you know, being at the start of my journey as well. So yeah, so there you go. So that's the piece by Tom. Obviously Tom will probably never see this, but thank you very Tom for, you know, starting me on my at-home commission journey. Thank you Byron, obviously, for you know, for facilitating this and, yeah, starting me on being broke for even longer. But yeah, I do appreciate it very much. So but yeah, so that's it for this particular episode. I don't think Tom has many socials available, so, but whatever I can find, I'll leave in the description below anyway. So, but yes, thank you again for tuning in. I hope you enjoy this particular episode of my artist series. Don't forget all the usual YouTube stuff, you know, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment if you want to, and most of all, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. But yeah, once again, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and Spidey out.